Good evening and good morning. Also, good afternoon. Those are the 3 times of day where you could be watching the podcast, the Lightning Boys podcast, live in any region in the world, 24/7 around the globe. Yes, that little piece of rock orbiting the sun right now that you're on right now, and you're watching the Lightning Boys podcast on right now. That's what's up. My name is Toast BH. We got Slosh Hula. What's happening?
We're worldwide, my dude. I had no
Worldwide.
idea. I didn't realize we were so worldwide.
DJ Khaled.
What is it? Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide?
Oh.
We're Pitbull now.
Whoops.
Wait, is DJ Khaled worldwide?
I don't know. I thought it was DJ
What the
Khaled.
hell?
Maybe it's Pitbull.
No, it's Pitbull, the bald boy, Mr. Worldwide. What are you talking? Whatever. I don't want to do this bit anymore. I hate it. I hate where this bit is
not a
going.
good
I hate
bit.
every.
It's not a good bit.
Good lord. But yeah, I'm doing pretty great. It's been an interesting week. Just to move on from that garbage ass bit. It's been an interesting week. Again, there's been some politics, and as usual, we will stay away from it. Just to kind of put that up on top there. If you're looking for your fill on politics, look at Twitter for any amount of time.
Or Bernie
but yeah.
Sanders memes. Those are exciting.
Or Bernie Sanders memes.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so we won't be talking about anything politics related. But Toast, as you're drinking, I'm gonna pass it to you. How you doing? What's up?
It's Thursday, and I was actually
Yeah.
messaging you earlier, and I was like, every Thursday sneaks up on me. Every Thursday, it's like 8 p.m., and I'm like settling into my couch for like a night of relaxation and like movies, show, video game, whatever banality I waste my life with nowadays, now that we're locked inside forever. And then I'm like, oh, we gotta put on a show tonight.
Yeah, we got a thing
Whoa,
to do.
No. But I'm doing all right. Exhausted. I feel like everyone has just turned the dial up all the way to 11 in all aspects of my life lately, so it's kind of crazy. But I got pizza tonight, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah! I got a roast tenderloin.
Ooh.
So
Did you
Yeah, to make
did you like butcher the animal as well?
Oh, absolutely not. No, it came in a package, and it's actually one of those where you can bake it in the package. I did nothing.
Like a fancy
Yeah,
TV dinner.
I put the oven at 425, set a timer for 30 minutes. I got dinner now. So I guess you could call me Gordon Ramsay because I'm incredible. Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, don't do that at all. Do not call me Gordon Ramsay. But yeah, so I real quick before we do have a guest on. Tonight. So we will get to our incredibly special, overly famous celebrity guest.
You may have heard of them.
Later on. You may have heard of them. And you also might notice, for those watching, I have fixed my camera so you can stop complaining. But yeah, before we get to that, I just wanted to chat a little bit about a Reddit thread that I saw today that was pretty bumpin'. Where it was called, I can't believe they got away with
I
this.
believe it's not butter.
I can't believe they got away with this in a kid's show moment. And before we get kind of into the ones that I read, Toast, do you have one? Because I have one that's like right on, like that's just at the tip of my brain at all times.
There's a couple of things where popped into my mind immediately when you kind of brought this up. It's been a while since I've watched like cartoons and like kid shows. But I just love going back to the Powerpuff Girls because it was a show that was out of this world. There was one episode called Don't Scry for Me, Argentina, which as a kid over my head, as an adult, I'm like, okay, that's a pun. But what really gets me about that show is that some of the villains were crazy. Not the least of was him, who was like a cross-dressing red child molester, like lobster man.
What? Wait, was he a molester?
I don't
or
know.
are you just
I'm projecting.
Are you
that.
filling in
I'm
the
filling
blanks?
in the blank
You're
there.
projecting.
A
Okay.
very uncomfortable character in like how that character was towards three.
Yeah. If I
elementary school
remember,
girls with
if I remember,
superpowers.
you're being rude to our good him. Him was a fantastic villain, who was just a little strange. That's all. Just a little strange. Just a little strange. because he was the devil, but also not the devil. He was great.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just feel like that was not a villain that was like super appropriate.
I honestly, I think more so him was a really strange villain to have in the 90s.
Yeah,
Right? It definitely was not a villain that you would be expecting to see in a kids show in the 90s or really at all. Honestly, I would say it's a little progressive just to
very
say
progressive.
like that's like yeah, super wild.
It just like
I want to mention mine
Go
real
for it.
quick
Jump
before,
into it.
before I have to
first.
talk about it. And it's so weird because it's like super benign. Like it's just like nothing now. But there was this one part in Shrek, right? For one thing, Shrek is absolutely like littered with those like double entendres. Like for example, just Lord Farquaad's name. But this is one part where Donkey and Shrek are walking through a field and they're on their way to Duloc to meet up with Lord Farquaad. And they see the giant castle and Shrek says, "Do you think he's compensating for something?" And as a kid, I actually asked my parents, I'm like, what does that mean? Compensating for something? And my parents were like, it means that he is lacking in one thing, and so he's trying to show off in another thing. And I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, what an incredible answer off the top of your head to explain a double entendre like that. But fantastic. But as a reminder, this was before they knew he was short, if I remember correctly. They had not seen him before.
they had not seen him at that point.
Because there's even like a reveal. There's like a reveal where he's really short, if I'm remembering
You
right.
are remembering correctly.
But yeah, so that was awesome. That like, and that for whatever reason, that compensating for something has just stuck in my head. And then of course, right after when they go to Duloc, it's like shine your shoes, wipe your face, because they say to keep.
I think
keep off of
Shrek
the
more than a
grass.
lot of shows though is very on the nose. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
even try and hide it honestly in like a clever way. A lot of the time it's just like, here's the joke, you guys. Here it is.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Just take it.
it's just like, you want a joke? Here's a joke, you know? I do think that there's some crazy shit that goes on in other shows. Like, do you remember that one episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy where the scam, I don't know if you watched that show, but the show is fantastic.
I did not. I know. I'm gonna get crucified. I did not watch Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Hand-drawn
I don't remember
animation, every
if we.
episode.
I know. The thing is I don't know if we got that channel, were allowed to watch that channel while I was a kid. I don't remember. I don't remember how it went, but I did not watch Ed, Edd and Eddy until I moved to the States.
All right, so the premise of that show, right, is that Ed, and Eddy are always trying to like make a quick buck so they can buy Jawbreakers. And so in this one episode,
Right.
they I think his name was Jimmy. They convinced Jimmy to eat a whole hell of a lot of peaches and cream to get super fat, so that he could become a sumo
Okay.
wrestler. And they're gonna mail him to Japan to be a sumo wrestler to make them money so they could buy Jawbreakers. And so the episode starts that way.
Okay.
They get him to be
You would think.
real fat. Then they
Yeah.
realize they can't mail him and that shipping costs money. And then they
Okay,
turn the
thank you.
scam into a weight loss program. And the last episode is you see big old like 8-year-old Jimmy, huge and on a bicycle, sweating. And that's kind of like how the episode ended. And the whole show was a series of weird scams like that where they just went into the craziest shit. But that one in my mind just sticks out.
Okay, so I got a few questions about this Ed, Edd and Eddy episode specifically.
Good episode.
One, how did they think they were going to ship their friend? I guess they didn't think that much
Not very
through.
smart.
Great. And how did they get that much peaches and cream?
It was in the fridge.
So there was enough peaches and cream in the fridge just to get this one kid fat as all hell.
Yes.
Like immediately fat as all hell.
Huge. Thick is the word. Shout out to our guests who can't hear them yet, but thick is the word. You know, and it was just like, this wasn't the wildest thing out of that show. Like, it just kept on going and going and going and going and going with their scams. Great show. But it makes me think of another show that I actually hadn't thought of until now. Did you ever watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog? I feel like that would be your kind of show.
Oh man, my wife watched Courage and talks about the really strange
All
things
right.
that happened in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I'm not gonna go too much into this, but there is one episode that it's like there's the Return the Slab episode, which is memed on the internet a little bit, but really the episode that gets me is that like an ex-convict shows up and Muriel and Eustace let him stay with them in their house in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. And this ex-convict loves to shave, is a barber, and loves to cut people and like shave people, and has gone to jail for that sort of thing. And he goes,
Wait, you said cut people. Do you mean cut people's hair or literally cut people? And that's part
but
of
like in a
this?
very non-okay way.
Okay.
And so his like catchphrase is like, "I'm afraid I've been a little naughty." It's very like creepy the way they say it, and he says it a lot, and it really like it makes my skin crawl. Even as an adult now, like as a kid I didn't like it, but as an adult now I'm like I still don't like this.
That feels a little Silence of the Lambsy. For some,
He shaves the dog, and it's like shaves. Anyways, there's some crazy shit out there in those early '90s shows.
Yeah, and I mean, before we move on, I think we also need to mention Hey Arnold. For one, there's a lot of like really like not funny, like really serious adult themes in that show. If you kind of go back and watch it, it's actually mentioned in this Reddit thread about like I think it's Helga's mom calls all her drinks special slushies, but she's actually an alcoholic.
Yep.
Like she's actually just getting drunk all the time. But there's one again with Helga where she is writing a note to I think it's like to Arnold, but she's not going to give it to Arnold. I don't remember the context, but she talks about her quivering womanhood, if I'm quoting that correctly. And that shit is wild as all hell. That's a classic one, an absolute classic.
Holy
Yeah. I mean, there's also like a Fairly Odd Parents episode that got me where like Timmy wonders what would happen if he was never born, and like everyone's really happy.
That one's dark.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I looked up the quote. It's trembling girlhood, which arguably is worse. It's arguably worse. But yeah, and then all the early, every early SpongeBob episode, there's so many.
The one
There's
that
so
sticks out,
many.
and even as a kid, I was like, "This feels weird. Why are you showing this on TV?" Was the one where they go on a panty raid?
The Panty Raid, dude, right? That was so
Nickelodeon,
weird.
It's a kids' TV show. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs break into someone's house to go through their underwear.
Yeah, and there's like, okay, and so there's a bunch of really weird things about that too, besides the fact that they're raiding for panties, right? And SpongeBob and Patrick don't quite understand. I think they go to some like old woman's home or something like that. Or I think it ends up being like Mr. Krabs' mom or something.
It's Mr. Krabs' mother.
Okay.
Eugene!
But besides all that, Eugene! Besides all that, though, like, for one thing, Mr. Krabs is SpongeBob's boss, which is weird, right? Everyone kind of treats SpongeBob and Patrick as kids, which also makes it extra weird, even though obviously SpongeBob's old enough to have a job. But, like, so you have those two things, like, together makes it, like, extra weird, because Krabs is an old dude. He's an old man, right? Oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's so, but it's also hilarious. It's such a weird episode.
I just like, who was coked out of their mind enough to approve that? Like,
Nickelodeon's like, let's go, Panty Raid, baby.
oh man, their board meeting is just. Do you remember? I think it was Nickelodeon. They had a commercial where it was just like a solid block of color with a face. No,
I don't remember
man,
this.
I'm pretty sure
No.
they
that might just be me.
had
I might just be really bad with
like
Nickelodeon.
a thing like where they do like 2-minute shorts. And it's just a solid block of color with a face, and in my mind, it's just like 5 of those faces around a board table just snorting coke. I mean, like, you know what is a great idea? Instead of SpongeBob a raid for panties, like, good lord.
Also, they like Patrick and SpongeBob like raise a kid in an episode. That was so weird. The shell that's like constantly pooping, and like Patrick's like an
Oh,
absentee
man.
father, where like, he like goes to work, but really all he does is goes and like he just like sits down in his house for like 8 hours and then comes back. and SpongeBob's like got like the walls lined with dirty diapers. Oh man, what a strange episode. But yeah, SpongeBob was a weird one. I think we could just talk all day about all the euphemisms and stuff like that and double entendres in SpongeBob episodes.
Yeah, we really could, but I feel like we should probably move on and introduce our guest, maybe.
Yeah, we should probably do that. We talked a little while here. Let's get our guest in here, Toast. If you would just so do the honors of introducing our incredibly famous, not incredible, but incredibly famous celebrity guest here.
I can absolutely do that, but Slosh, I think I have to tune it in a little bit. Give me a second to just dial in the channel.
Yeah, you got to dial. Okay, we got to call him real quick.
Hello.
Yeah, this is an FM
Hello?
radio. I don't know how
Hello?
we're managing to call him on this.
Auntie Nell?
Oh, there she is, Auntie Nell.
Oh, hey guys. What's up?
it's Danielle. For those that have seen my stream, my sister is on the podcast today.
Hi guys. It's me.
Hi,
Auntie Nell.
it's you. And I mean, I gotta ask, how are you doing? You know, the question where you can never give an actual answer to. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
I
I'm doing real great. This pandemic's been great for me.
Everything's going really, really
It's
well.
going perfect. I mean, good. How's it going with you guys?
Yeah, it's great. Oh, incredible. As everyone could say, this past 2020 was probably the best years of our life, and 2021's off to an incredible start.
I never played
Doing
more
well.
Animal Crossing in my life. Actually,
In
that's
my entire life.
probably since I was 16, maybe 15. So just reliving it.
And
I have never played Animal Crossing.
Toast.
Not once in my life.
I was gonna segue into something, but now I need to fucking hate you for a second. Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me?
No, one
there was
time.
a whole portion of the world playing Animal
Bro,
Crossing at the same
you
time,
think
except
I'm
you.
gonna drop $59.99 on a game I'm gonna play for 3 hours? Hell no.
Look, maybe 3,000 hours. I got a second Switch for my wife so we could both play it.
Whoa,
All right,
Mr.
that's some
Moneybags.
real Animal
I was
Crossing
a
shit.
second
You know what,
Switch.
Toad? I just met you. And I gotta say,
And this is crazy.
I'm already judging you.
You know, we started this conversation before the show went live talking about step siblings, and the judgment, I think, started there. So,
No.
what you give to me, I'm giving right back at you.
That you
This is-
hate
this
Animal
is-
Crossing? Oh,
No, I didn't say hate. I just said I've never played
okay. Okay.
That speaks volumes.
Okay.
because I don't think
Pretty
I would
much
like
you
it.
just
The game looks boring.
owe money. It's vibe. It's a vibe. You gotta
Yeah.
start up your Switch. Your villagers say you miss you. They miss you, and you're like, oh, this is
I'm gonna try it.
I'm not seeing any of my friends during this pandemic, and this little frog boy named Camo Frog because he's a camouflaged frog says he misses me and that he's crying on my floor when I'm not there. I need that
Camo Frog might be
validation.
the most uninspired villager in all of Animal Crossing. Literally a camouflaged frog
Camo
named Camo
Frog.
Frog. Yeah. He's one of the jock types too. He's
works out a
everywhere.
lot.
He's, a lot.
He inspires
yeah.
me to, work out.
You know,
Not really, but, highly recommend.
Not gonna make that joke.
No. Anyway, let's go. So we're doing a segment today, y'all, with Danielle. There's a reason why it's on your screen here. It says "Ask Nell." We're asking Auntie Nell some pressing questions, and she's gonna give us her absolute best answers. And we will be getting questions from chat as well. So if you're watching us live. In Twitch chat, we'll also be getting questions from y'all if you want to ask her a question. But I think I'll start, if y'all don't mind. I will start with the questioning here. So, Auntie Nell, I need some relationship advice.
Oh, what's going on with your wife?
No, I've been engaged for 8 years. We haven't gotten married yet. It's been an 8-year engagement with me and my girlfriend Stacina.
Stacina.
And yeah, Stacina, my fiance, excuse me. Sorry, it's been 8 years and it just feels like yesterday. that she yelled at me. But all she does all the time is she just plays League of Legends all the time. In fact, we've been together for 13 years, and we've never been on a date because all she does is play League of Legends. So I want some relationship advice here on how to get her away, Stacina, my fiance of 8 years, get her away from playing League of Legends all the time
Well, Robert,
to hang out.
let me address this.
Yeah.
First off, you don't play League of Legends at all with her?
I don't know what the game is.
Gotcha. Pretty much you just got to get up in her jungle. All right, you got to jungle, and you got to make sure she doesn't bait you too hard. Okay,
Okay.
that's what you got to do
Okay.
right off the bat. All right.
Yeah.
Make sure you jungle hard, and she'll turn around.
So how do I jungle? You're saying how do I jungle with Stacina? I don't really. Can you
It's
explain?
really
I'm not-
straightforward. Honestly, you should know. This is why she plays League of Legends all the time. She's jungling out there with other guys and not with you.
Wow.
mean-
wow. I mean, so far this is eye-opening, but I would like to actually spend time with. I haven't seen her in 10
Are you
years.
sure she actually exists?
Yes, I did see her. I remember we've been together for 13 years, but I haven't seen her in 10 years. But we've been engaged for 8 years. Please get your
You're
timeline
really holding.
correct.
How did you propose to her?
Was it through Discord?
What's Discord?
Okay. All right, I see.
No, the engagement, I sent her a ring in the mail with a letter, and she sent me. I mean, she didn't send me anything back, so I'm just assuming that that's a yes.
All right. So perfect. How to jungle, you may ask. What you got to do is while she's distracted with the other people she's playing League of Legends with, you just sneak up behind her and just pop the ring right on her finger. You get right in her base.
Right. Okay. And that will make her stop playing League of Legends and hang out with me.
Well, that will make her be married to you. And
Oh.
yeah,
okay.
you just put the
okay.
ring right on her finger.
Some Borat
Okay,
shit
cool.
right here.
And then you gotta
Yeah.
then you have to lick the side of her face because if
Right.
you lick it, you own it.
Naturally. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we own wives now. This is the year of owning wives apparently. So yes, I will be doing that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Owning, she's getting owned by other people, or rather, she is owning other people. So you do need to
Right.
get in there and own her back.
Well, I mean, thank you so much. This helps a lot. I really appreciate it. And I'll allow other questions to be asked.
Toast looks like he knows a lot
asked.
about jungling.
Yeah.
feel like you have something to
honestly,
say.
like
I was born in a jungle,
Yeah.
but I did have a question that I want to just break the jungle chat and ask. Okay. This is. Woo! Sorry, guys. I was gonna go another
mean,
way.
Yeah,
must be-
Dippy Das did
must be very
say you
serious.
haven't jungled much since COVID, maybe. So maybe
yeah,
this is why
I
you're
think
kind of losing
things
it.
Going, yeah. Not much jungling since COVID started. A little bit of lockdown blues.
Oh.
He's thinking about that jungle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
You all
don't
right,
know
buddy?
if I can do this bit, but I'm gonna.
You got a
I'm
question?
gonna go. Okay, so.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I'd like to ask. Went on this couple dates with this person, right? And I stopped calling them, stopped talking to them. Came out. I have a beautiful garden. I love my flowers. I love my yard. And I come out and, I see right after they've left, there's a gift in the flower bed. Not the kind of gift that you'd like to see in a flower bed. It's poop.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say fruitcake. But yeah.
No, I was gonna.
Or
go-
oatmeal cookies.
No, it's just poop. They just
Oh,
pooped in my flowers. What?
Okay.
What do I do?
Well, pretty straightforward. You have to assert dominance and poop right back.
Where?
I mean, on top of their poop.
Yeah. What kind of dumb question is
Why
that?
That's
would I
pretty
poop
obvious.
in my own yard, in my own lawn?
For fertilizer. They were actually trying to help you out, man.
I don't think they were trying to help me out.
Oh, did they poop out of spite? Did they rage poop?
They could have rage pooped.
Well, what did you do beforehand?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
So you're still thinking about it.
Wouldn't
Has it
you?
frozen over the winter?
Uh, probably still smells. Probably go
Oh,
out there in
man.
a
So,
few months
I-
and just, big old stinking turd.
I now have a question for you, Toast. Here, you said this happened a while ago. Is the poop still there?
Of course, I'm not gonna clean up after another human. That's their job.
Hmm.
Duh.
I see.
That's
Well,
pretty sexist to me.
pretty sexist. Sounds like you should go. Well, I guess since you don't want to poop in your own flower bed, I suppose you have to go visit them. Leave them a little surprise of your own. You know what I'm saying? But maybe eat a lot of Taco Bell beforehand. Really spray it on their doorstep.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
That's how you assert dominance. I
Nice.
know. Because
Is-
I'm the
okay.
queen of dominance, apparently. This is why you called me.
Wow. I mean, I'm impressed, honestly. I'm an incredibly old man. Kids ding dong ditch my house and leave fiery poop on my front step, kind of all the time.
How do you know it's
and
fiery?
so it's cool to know.
Did you taste it?
It's on fire. It's literally
Oh,
on
okay,
fire.
okay.
It's
Right.
physically on fire.
That's a logical response, not tasting it.
Yeah. Who would do that? And so now it's good to know that I can just shit on the shit, and that cancels it out and lets them know also that they're messing with a real one.
See, two
Which
negatives.
is good again because
a real shitter.
yeah.
Two negatives.
A real shitter.
Make a positive.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thanks.
Damn.
Wow.
How did you get to be so wise?
Well, you don't get as far ahead in life as me without being wise. It's pretty hard to survive nowadays, so you know.
All right.
So, Auntie Nell, we got a question in chat here from Sora. Auntie Nell, have there been any new discoveries on ogre anatomy? Your last talk was very impressive.
Ogre anatomy. Wow, that was my initial lecture to that was actually my thesis, actually. Ogre anatomy. When I was becoming a doctor of ogres, obviously.
Oh, congrats on your doctorate. When did you get that? When did that go through?
2 months ago. I graduated.
Oh my goodness.
Really weird time in the year. Classes were
Yeah,
only offered
that's-
online, and also not in this country. Yeah. So I'm now technically a
Hey,
doctor.
yeah. I'm sorry. Continue about your ogre anatomy. I'm interested now. You've got me.
So previously, part of my thesis was including obviously the OG. That's what we like to call ogres in my town.
Nice,
Oh,
nice,
geez.
nice.
Shrek, obviously. We're talking about Shrek.
Lagonians.
Or-
No.
Yes.
Oh.
They do have quite a bit of layers and they do smell pretty bad. However, Shrek, as my thesis claimed and as Sora was talking about, he has a self-cleaning anus because he does bathe in mud. As you saw, evident in the Shrek movie. At the very beginning, he's bathing in mud. Mud all over his swamp. He's brushing his teeth with like dirty bugs and also mud. And you think he would give Princess Fiona a UTI unless he was self-cleaning.
No, it's exfoliating. My man
Mm-hmm.
he made his own kind of like exfoliating cream.
So Toast, you're telling me
If
here
it exfoliates,
that if you were
it's clean.
if
Yes,
you were
Toast is
to
on
just
my side
bathe-
here.
if you were to just bathe without being self-cleaning, if you were to just jump in mud and then go up to your girlfriend and say, I bathed in mud, I don't need to shower, I'm clean, she would say, oh, right, you're exfoliated.
Flush.
And then everything's
I mean,
fine.
do
Why are
you
you
have a
describing
doctorate?
You have to be
My
self-cleaning.
everyday life, bro. Like
I didn't realize you were a self-cleaning
I'm
ogre.
covered in mud
And
right
why
now.
are you describing my ex? I'm a doctorate in this.
You know what? I shouldn't have questioned anything. I mean, very
Bro,
obviously
go
the,
walk-
the dumbest one here. It's kind of wild.
Walk out your door, go find yourself a mud
No,
hole,
but okay.
jump into it,
Right.
roll around like you just don't care, and come out. Your skin will look like $1,000,000. You'll just be clean.
Yeah. Don't you see pigs? They're actually very smooth. And they're actually very clean.
And they
Although
taste
they
delicious
smell.
too.
Smooth skin animals.
True.
Yeah, I actually like before I ate my pork tenderloin roast, I did run it through some mud. So I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think about it. But I wanna ask on the topic of that ogre anatomy. Why did you specify the anus?
It's pronounced anus.
I mean, don't you clean your anus when you're taking a bath?
Yeah, but you mentioned like just his self-cleaning anus and not the rest of him.
Well, the rest is self-cleaning. Should I mention his foreskin? I thought this was obviously he's
You don't-
uncircumcised, but this
Right.
is.
I mean, he is an ogre.
he is an ogre. They don't have those types
Yeah.
of rituals.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
Are
a
you
very
an ogre?
strange ritual.
I have my doctorate, Toast.
mean-
I just kind of said
Well,
my
yeah.
that
credentials.
man wanted a little snip in his life, you know?
If they were to do it, they would probably do it, and they're afraid of fire. I mean, it's kind of their natural
They have
enemies. So you
mud.
gotta. Then, do you think the mud would
It's healing. It
just
has
shave it
n-
right off?
No, but if you brush your teeth with bugs, you can get a snip with a swamp creature. Maybe the frogs have teeth. A little croak on a snip, you know?
I
know what?
don't. I don't.
That's an interesting point. You bring that up. I might have to add that to my paper.
Do.
Get a little snip. That's how That's gonna be the title of it too.
Yeah,
Get a little
little
frog
snip
with
from the
teeth.
croak. Uh-huh.
Snip from the croak. Nice.
Right.
There
Wow.
you go.
Wow.
Done.
That's I'm just at a loss for words, honestly. I had another question, and now I feel like I have even more questions than I have answers now at this point when it comes to, at the very least, when it comes to ogres. But at the same time, you've been an incredible teacher, and I mean I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And this one harkens back 7 days to our last podcast. I asked Slosh this question in our last podcast, and he answered correctly, but I need the advice of someone else who's an expert. You buy a tub of ice cream. You open the tub of ice cream. There's the lid. There's a little foil thing. You open the foil. Do you take the foil all the way off? Or do you leave the foil on just a little bit? So when you close it with the foil and the lid.
Personally, I close it with the foil still on.
Why?
Honestly, how I like to do it is I take off the lid and then I peel the foil halfway and then I scoop out and it's kind of like a straight wall, all right? And then the other side has the foil still on the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very satisfying that way. That's the only reason.
Okay. As far as I'm
Do
concerned.
you take it all the way off?
No, hell no.
No, you are absolutely
You are
correct. Danielle.
Absolutely correct. That was the
Oh,
right
thank you.
answer.
I was feeling
Yeah.
pretty judged. You were like coming at me kind of hard, and I was like, "Oh, did
Yeah.
I say the wrong answer?"
No,
I'm
you know,
feeling self-conscious. You were very confident.
I gotta, it's not a legitimate thing. If you put the heat on a little bit and they still say the right answer, you know they're a true believer. If you can stick to your guns,
Yes,
you were right. That's
Yeah.
the right answer.
thank you.
Yeah, this.
I put the plus it makes it smooth on the top. Not gonna lie, it keeps it smooth. It's like when you get a new electronic or anything like that, something new, and you keep the plastic on for a little bit,
So good.
and then that one day, years later, you peel it off, and you're like, "Look how clean it is."
It's perfect.
It's
there's no-
just perfect.
The best is when you realize later that there was plastic on the whole time, so you weren't actively doing it. You're just like, oh, I accidentally left the little plastic
even
thing
better.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up, Danielle, because our father was notorious for leaving the plastic on the electronics for as long as possible, the little plastic film, to the point where the plastic film would be dusty and crumbling at the corners or bunching up at the
Yes.
corners. Sometimes getting yellow, right? Would not take it off because it what was, do you remember why?
No, but I just
I
know
think it's hilarious.
he would get very upset if you tried to take it off.
It's like, come on, man, let me.
And
come
as
on.
a child,
What's it
you're
doing
like,
anymore?
please, I just want to
I,
peel
I
it.
need, I need to peel it. I absolutely
And the
need
cat
to peel
would
it.
be chewing on it. It's like all chewed up, the plastic part, and you're just like, no, you need to leave that on. It's like it's brand new still, and it's like 10 years old.
Yeah. Shout outs, Dad. Shout outs, Dad.
Hey, Dad. I know you're not watching this,
hey,
but
Dad.
hey.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I feel like I have one more question here. It's a short one. Okay, so again, I am an 85-year-old man.
Okay.
I get a lot of poop left on my doorstep, like so much poop,
Yeah, lots
multiple
of poop
times a night.
questions today. Okay,
Yeah. Well, this isn't anything about the poop. I just wanted to bring it up again because it affects me. But what do you do when you are walking? I mean, obviously, we haven't been doing this year at all.
you don't walk. You just haven't been walking at all.
Well, no, I mean outside. The ending of that sentence is walking outside. Well, not the ending.
Okay.
Anyway, walking outside, and you run into. You don't run into, but you get up to a person, and you're both trying to go the same way, and you can't figure out who goes around who.
Mm-hmm.
This happens to me all the time with my wife in my house. She tries not to pay attention to me, and so we end up kind of walking into each other in the hallway, trying to, non-vocally get around each other.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what do you do is your question?
Yeah. I usually just turn around and cry.
And then she steps over you?
No. And then she just keeps going and pushes me out of the way.
Okay, nice. I thought you would like curl into a ball and cry, because that is one way you could. To avoid
okay,
confrontation,
yeah,
and you're not
I'll
sure,
crumple up next time.
crumple into a ball, make yourself very small, kind of like if a bear is attacking you, right?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
exactly, Toast. Cover your neck. You always got to protect your neck,
Mhm.
And they should just walk around you or stumble over you.
Mm.
Or it
Or-
depends on your personality. So if you are, obviously you're the submissive type, because
Yes.
yes, just yes.
Yes.
No explanation, just yes. If you were the other type, perhaps more dominant type, like your wife might do, okay?
Mhm.
You put your arms straight out so they can't go either way, and you just fucking clothesline them.
So you're telling me that whenever you're in that situation, when you're trying to get around another person and they're trying to get around you, you just throw your arms out like a T and just go?
Yeah, you clothesline.
Okay.
You decide which
Yeah.
way, and if they
Wow.
are right in front of you, you headbutt, you bulldoze. And they can't
Mhm.
get around you, okay? They can't turn right, they'll jump right or jump left. They will get clotheslined.
Wow. I mean, that's great. I mean, it's gonna feel real good. I'm a little worried because my wife is 117 years old. So I'm
That's
gonna
even
have to be a
better.
little careful at least. But I mean, yeah, maybe she won't.
Even more of a reason
Maybe we
to.
won't run into each other anymore. Yeah. I'll be. Yeah.
I do personally.
She is the oldest woman to ever live.
Perfect. And she plays a lot of League of Legends. That's impressive.
No, I'm a different person.
Oh, okay.
He's changed.
Okay.
He's changed.
Oh, you've changed, right? Personally, I
Yeah,
work
that
at
was-
a dental
Yeah,
office.
that was the other caller.
So this is just what I do.
incredible.
All right. I support a good T-pose anywhere I see a good T-pose.
Like a loading NPC.
Yeah, or Fleetwood
Yes.
Mac.
Anyone who can T-pose.
Pose. It's good when they T-pose. It's always a really nice kind of nice thing.
I'm sorry.
to-
What happened there?
What are you talking
What
about?
was that? What the hell just
Oh,
happened?
what are you talking about? A good
You
T-pose, like
good?
Fleetwood Mac.
You got a little something stuck in your
Oh, a
throat
little
there.
Fleetwood Mac T-pose,
You're just gonna
What's,
keep
what's her
going.
name? I forgot her name every time. From Fleetwood. Oh.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, the Stevie Nicks T-pose.
Well, she twirls too with it.
Oh, you can't T-pose without twirling. You have to twirl. You got to do the Stevie.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
You
That's a-
windmill your
that's
way
a-
through the hallway.
That's an condition.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just saying, just walk forward, like really intimidating.
Yeah.
But you think you should just start tornadoing through, just barrel through.
T-spin your
Wrecking
way through
everything in your path.
Exactly. Just like that.
Nobody will get in your way in the future. Nobody.
No.
That's a big tip for those for the kids still in high school. Whenever that really awkward situation happens, just throw the arms out and start twirling, and you'll make it. Oh, you'll make it to your destination eventually.
Into victory, you know? That's all you gotta do.
What the hell?
I like how he's trying to drop that, like,
Yeah, just on the sly, on the sly. Well, thank you for answering our questions, Auntie Nell.
lords.
I appreciate it.
thanks.
We'll be sure again to have more questions next time you're on. Ones that are essentially the exact same caliber. You did great. Appreciate
And
you.
I will
And
answer.
thank you also for people in chat for helping us through that.
I apologize. So, yo, Nell, you want to join us for the game segment?
What game is it?
That's a good question. We got
What a great
few
question.
games here that we'll show, but you know, like we dialed it in before, we got to dial it in this time.
Just so you know, I get very competitive with Slush.
Good, he's bad. That's not.
He
true.
is,
That's not
yeah.
fair. He did an alright
No,
job.
no, you're
Wow,
fine.
wow.
You're fine.
As we move into the game, I did just see a last question in chat that Danielle, you do need to answer here from I Exist Maybe. At what time of day do ogres poop?
Oh, what time of day? It's just constant.
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 It's just.
So do they have like a cloaca? They don't have like anus muscles?
You
or
know,
it just happens
you know
all the
what?
time?
I really like the idea of ogres having a cloaca, so I'm gonna just say yes. I'm gonna go with that.
There, you heard it here first from the doctorate, the doctor of ogre anatomy. Ogres have cloacas.
I wasn't ready just to hear anal muscles. You know, like I guess I should have
Sphincter.
been, but like,
Yeah.
The perineum. Is that what you'd like to?
all right, we're gonna jump into the game segment here.
All right, game
So,
time.
we're not gonna start with compounded. We're gonna start with prime time rhyme. So there are three
Nice.
answers to each question, and they all rhyme. So it'll be prompts, and we just got to get the answers right. They rhyme. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy enough. Slosh and I were pro all stars at this last time, so I'm gonna throw on that timer for 2.5 minutes. And if we can't do it in 2.5 minutes, we have to go. Find someone and then T-spin our way through them. So maybe we should lose on purpose, but maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready. I'm sorry. I need to stop looking at our chat. We're not answering questions anymore. But good lord, y'all. For everyone watching after the fact, yeah, watch live. Tuesdays, the Thursdays. Oh my God, twitch.tv/slosh. All right, game time.
All right, game
time.
Game time. I'll zoom a little
I
bit
got an
out here. We're
anime
gonna start
pose. Hold on.
that- Posing?
I'm anime posing.
Oh, you're anime posing. Okay. I respect it. Sort of.
I'm
Sort
ready.
of. Wow. Okay, I heard that. But all right, go on.
All right, cool. Here we go. Primetime rhyme.
Okay. All right, timer's going.
Gratis
All right.
diminutive in Scotland. A dry white wine from France.
So
Three.
there's
We
and
agree.
green.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, agree.
Agree? Yeah.
Fuzzy fruit, laundry additive. What ministers do in the pulpit?
Oh,
Peach.
peach, bleach, and preach.
Nice. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Easy peasy.
To modify or alter, unfamiliar or weird. To organize flowers in a vase. Change,
Strange.
Arrange for organize. Yeah.
Strange and
strange.
arrange.
And strange. Yeah.
pudgy.
Nice,
To leap
nice one.
a camel's features. Hump. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hump and a jump.
Lump.
But what's
Lump, jump, hump.
oh plump.
Or plump.
Yeah, you're totally
Hold on,
right.
hold on, okay,
Plump.
okay. Pennies, yard enclosure. The 48th Vice President of the United States.
What the hell?
Well, okay, that'd be cents,
Fence.
fence, and pence.
Guess so. Okay.
God.
Oh, pence.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Unkind or merciless.
Don't.
A learning place. Michael Phelps' workplace.
Pool.
School,
Oh,
pool,
cruel?
and cruel.
And cruel. Yeah.
Facial crease, to glimmer and glint, to lightly and randomly disperse particles on a surface.
Sprinkle is the last one. Sparkle is the middle one. And
Wrinkle.
wrinkle. Yeah. Wrinkle.
Twinkle.
Twinkle. That's better.
Yeah.
And what was the last
And
one?
sprinkle.
Nice.
Sprinkle. Winkle,
And
tinkle,
sprinkle.
circle. Where the trachea is Where the trachea
Yeah,
is
located.
to fill out a ballot, water-filled castle ditch.
Throat.
Moat.
Vote.
Moat.
And moat.
Nice. Vote.
An imposter or fake, very imperfect or damaged, not even.
Yeah.
What?
Flaw.
Flawed?
Flawed. What is? But all I can think of is crooked for not even.
Flawed.
All right,
Oh
8
my God.
seconds.
I don't know.
Imposter, fake.
Uh.
I'm stressed.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. Yeah, we're at 0. So let's our first
Yep.
thoughts on the next ones
An
here.
open area, often landscaped, surrounded by the walls of a large building, a beach or pool attendant, mail that is sent without an envelope.
Oh, I don't even have initial thoughts
wow,
about it.
wow.
It's just my brain
Yeah.
just no thoughts.
All I can think
lawn.
of is.
Feature.
Mm,
I don't know.
No. All
me
right.
the
Support
answer.
used after an injury, the language of the Netherlands, Dutch crutch, one of the 5 senses, touch. Dutch crutch, touch.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna. Yeah.
In Greek mythology, the river between Earth and the underworld, a magician's specialty.
Sticks, tricks, and
Sticks.
6.
6.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Sticks.
Cool. How'd we do?
All right. I think we got them all right except for the ones we didn't get right.
The 2, 3.
Wow.
4.
Wow. What good insight. What
Oh,
incredible insight there, Toast.
Free,
Okay.
we, and Chablis.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
What?
We didn't get that one
Chablis.
right.
We?
We got we.
it's spelled OUI,
Yeah.
but okay.
Whatever.
But go off. All right.
Peach, bleach, and preach.
Yep.
Change, strange, and arrange.
Mm-hmm.
Plump,
Mhm.
jump, hump.
Mm-hmm.
Sense, fence, pence. Cruel,
Okay,
school,
we're
pool.
That's actually so a cruel school pool just sounds like a bad time.
It does.
Sounds- yeah.
Pretty awful. Wrinkle, twinkle, sprinkle. Throat, vote, moat. Fraud, flawed,
Oh.
odd.
Wow, we are not even. It's talking about numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Odd doesn't. Fraud, odd.
Yeah,
it's
and-
that.
It's a feminine rhyme.
What is that? Is that a thing? Is that actually a thing?
It is.
Oh.
Masculine rhyme is like really like wrinkle, twinkle, sprinkle, and feminine rhyme is like sounds like it but not spelled like the same.
Oh, cool.
Kind of.
TAL. Courtyard, lifeguard, and
Huh.
postcard.
Okay, I hate that one.
Me too.
Courtyard,
It's a touch one.
lifeguard, and postcard, because I mean, obviously they all have "ard" at the end of it, but it's
Ard.
that first syllable. Each one of them, it doesn't sound like it rhymes because of the first syllable.
I hate it.
And then sticks, tricks, and six. So we didn't do too bad. You know, we missed a couple, but we did pretty okay.
Yeah, we yeah.
All right.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We did okay. 80%, 70%, 60 pass.
60%.
Pass.
Yeah, we passed.
Pass.
We passed. Don't worry
So
about it.
compounded is the next game we're gonna go to. We did pass. That's all that matters in this world. Nobody
Okay.
cares about your time. And the answer is to answer every question in this game by putting 2 words from the word bank together. So there is a word bank, and 2 of the words put together is the answer to the question. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
And
Kind of.
don't
Where's the
think-
bank?
Well, if I keep scrolling down, you'll see it.
Okay.
It's
okay. I gotta be
wow,
patient.
get her.
Okay.
Get
it's a
her,
biddle bank,
dude.
okay.
I don't know how to be patient.
It's the
a
Biddle
biddle
Bank. You got.
Nicholas
I'm
put this together
impatient.
for us.
Danielle, do you know about the Biddle Bunch at all?
I don't. sounds.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds sketchy,
Yeah.
but okay.
I mean, you should fix it. It's an important part of not even like United States history. It's just global history. You know, we wouldn't be where we are today
Yeah.
without the Beatles. And to learn,
Yeah, Nicholas Biddle. Shout outs to our boy.
Nicholas Biddles. Shout outs to my boys. You would learn the most
Yeah.
of it if you watch the very educational, rigorously peer-reviewed episode of the Lightning Boys podcast from 2 or 3 months
Peer
ago.
reviewed.
Yep.
That's the only type of
Yeah.
evidence that I like to read.
All right. Oh, timer it
All right,
up.
timering it up. This one I feel like needs a little bit more time. I'm going to give us 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
4 minutes. Okay.
And I'm going to start that time
Okay.
now. So here's our word bank. And we'll come back to that in a second. So the first question is wallet.
Okay.
The two of these words together creates
that
a
would be
wallet.
a. Oh, it's a billfold.
Perfect. All right. Billfold. Love it. Casino card game.
Blackjack.
Yeah.
So a type of skiing. Downhill.
Downhill.
Ooh, nice.
Apothecary.
A blood bank,
No.
right? Those
That's
are both
not an
there,
apothecary.
right? Blood.
Drugstore. Drugstore.
Oh,
Drugstore.
drugstore. Yeah, bank's not even in there. It's
I
back.
bet-
Ubiquitous in
Back.
all places.
What the hell does ubiquitous mean?
Everywhere. Very frequent.
In all. And
common.
yeah.
Everywhere then?
Oh,
Worldwide?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's right
Or
there.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
First year undergraduate. Freshman. Do we have that?
Yeah. Is that there? Fresh.
Yep, we do. Freshman.
Okay, nice. Okay. I didn't see that one. Dull, dreary, uninspiring.
Lackluster.
Lackluster.
Oh, nice
Nicely
job.
done. Where your email goes first.
That would be the probably the inbox.
I would say inbox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There it is.
inbox.
Inbox.
Nice. Throughout the globe.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
That would be Mr. Worldwide. Oh my God,
You know,
we brought it
Mr.
back.
Worldwide. You know,
Mr.
DJ.
I heard you
Worldwide.
say it, DJ Khaled.
Pit collar.
DJ Khaled,
It's true.
Mr. Worldwide.
It's true. Knapsack. Okay.
Backpack.
It's gotta be backpack.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah,
Do
there
we
it
have pack?
is.
Yep. Okay.
Pack.
Very nice.
Yeah, bottom right.
And then, all right. Squeezable wooden instrument. Bagpipe.
Woodwind. Yeah,
Bagpipe,
it'd have
yeah.
to be bagpipe.
Bagpipes, plural.
Yeah, bagpipes.
That's a great instrument. A popular hunting and tracking dog breed.
Bloodhound.
That would be a bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
Yeah.
All right, let's see
Oh,
how we
we
did. I feel like we nailed that in less than 2 minutes because we did.
That was kind of
I
incredible.
love that.
Go team. Billfold, blackjack, downhill, drugstore, everywhere. Because you're everywhere to me. Freshman.
That was beautiful.
Lackluster, inbox, Mr. Worldwide, backpack,
Mr.
bagpipes, bloodhound.
Nice. Oh my God, we
Bloodhound.
absolutely killed
Great.
it. Yeah, the Bloodhound gang shout outs.
Shout out.
Shouts to our Bloodhound gang. Wow.
Also-
I was not expecting us to kill it
No,
that
me
hard.
neither. Also, you said Bloodhound Gang, and my head was that Discovery Channel song, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's the one
You
that
and
everyone
me,
knows.
baby, ain't nothing. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
They
There
do
was
also have a
dance,
song
you
that's
like did a box to it.
was there actually
There was a dance to it. I knew it. I don't know it anymore, but I did know it.
Please dance.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to show that to us sometime.
I would like
but
you to
also I
zoom out
wanna,
and dance. Actually, that would be best.
Yeah. Can you just do a quick
Vogue
a quick Bloodhound gang dance for us? Yeah.
or Vogue. Yeah. He's like, I'm so sorry. The timer, it's still going. Oh, he's doing it. That's so anticlimactic,
Good
man.
dance. Wow, incredible.
Not too edgy.
Wow,
That's
so
too edgy
So
for me.
glad. So glad to have you on, Toast, as
Oh.
our special guest. Everyone,
I'm
thank
announcing my
Toast for being here
retirement
as
from
our
the
guest.
podcast.
All we had
the-
to
You're
do-
just a
All Slosh had to
Wow.
do was ask you to dance.
It's true.
Yeah, that was it. And now Danielle's just gonna be on full time as the other lightning.
I
bolt.
mean, I got work,
Incredible.
man.
It sounds like I succeeded. You know, I've been just trying to get out this entire time. Roped in.
He's
from
actually
the
trapped
beginning.
in Slosh's basement.
You're the one. You're the one streaming
in a
it.
box. I don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking
Slosh
about.
just creaks open the door to the basement. Toast, it's time to stream. He's like, no, not every Thursday. It always creeps up on me.
It does.
Stop
just like
getting
Harry Potter.
comfortable. Harry Potter creeps up on you.
No, like Harry Potter was under the stairs. It's me, except more
Oh,
brutal.
oh, okay. I thought you meant he creeps up on you, and I was like Voldemort did when like Harry Potter was a baby, or just like straight up Harry Potter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, in this case, I am Voldemort and Toast is the baby.
Perfect.
All right. Our final game, we're going to do 3 minutes on
He's
the clock.
keeping
'cause
us
we
on
killed it last
track.
time.
I like that.
Keeping us on track. I appreciate you, buddy.
You know it. This is called Hello Joe. And in Hello Joe, all of the
Yeah.
answers
Go on.
to this word definition game contain the consecutive letters J-O.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
So we read the definition, and then we
off.
figure
Okay,
it
got it.
out. You know what the answer is, I guess. I don't really know. I'm just gonna set the timer, 3 minutes, and we'll just figure it out. You know what? 3.5 minutes, I guess, because I'm generous.
Cool.
Hello, Joe.
Okay.
Um,
Joe.
question. Great happiness, elation, joy.
Joy.
A baby kangaroo, a
Joey.
Joey, a comedian stock in trade, a joke. To end court for the day, adjourn.
Adjourn. I
Five-string
know
musical
that one.
instrument,
Or are we chiming in
a
too?
jarp. Hey, bro. I mean,
Jarp.
The jarp. It should at least be it has to
Banjo?
basically be a jorp.
oh,
A banjo.
William Shoemaker, for example.
Willie Shoemaker, actually.
Oh.
What?
It's Willie Shoemaker. I don't know. Shoemaker? That has an OE in it.
Job.
No, it needs to be J. It needs to be J-O.
Willie Shoemaker.
Who the hell is Willie Shoemaker?
Shoemaker. Willie? Is it supposed to be William Shoemaker? I don't even know who William
hell?
Shoemaker is.
Yeah, is the answer to this a fucking joke? Because I feel like Willie Shoemaker is just a fucking joke.
Can we go to the
Oh.
next one? The lower part of a person's cheek, especially as
Jowl.
he gets older.
Ah, yeah.
A member of the press. Journalist.
Journalist.
To run at a steady, gentle pace.
Jog.
Something I never do.
Mrs. Paul Newman.
Uh,
Joe Newman.
Is
Joel
Joel?
Newman,
Joel? Is it
Mrs.
Joel Newman?
Joel?
Is her name Joel?
Joseph?
Joseph.
Joanne.
Joanne?
Is her name Joseph?
Joseph.
Joseph Newman.
All right, voyage or trip?
It's probably
Journey.
gotta be It's gotta be Joanne Newman, by the way. I'm
Journey?
sure of it.
Journey.
Right. Yeah, that's
Hip,
Journey.
knee, or elbow, for example.
Joint.
Joint. Magic or Howard? Harry Potter? Harry Joder?
Harry Jotter? Jotter?
What?
Harry Jotter?
Harry Jotter.
Jory
Our boy
Jotter.
Harry Jotter.
Joey Jotter.
Joey.
Majoic?
Voldemort?
Joldemort. It's Joldemort. His brother Joldemort.
He was the... you could tell which one was the favorite child. I am John
Yeah.
Riddle. So
Oh, it's Magic Johnson.
Oh.
John Johnson.
makes much more sense than
Johnson.
Voldemort.
I think Voldemort.
Joldemort.
Oh my god. A stylish
swear to
hat
God,
is
if this
worn
is-
primarily for horse riding.
Jorts! Okay, I'm just kidding. It's probably not
Jorts.
jorts, but
It's jorts.
Jockey.
It's jorts.
Jockeys. We're going with jorts.
Well, it's
Flower similar
Jorts.
to a daffodil or narcissus.
or Narcissus.
A Joe flower seed.
yeah.
Jovender?
A John flower.
John Flower. St. John's wort.
Yeah, it's John flower.
All right.
Yeah, St. John's wort. All right.
The
Morning
game
Jory.
developed in China during the Qing dynasty.
Mahjong.
Mahjong.
That's Mahjong.
Middle East country located between Israel and Saudi Arabia.
Is that Jordan?
Jordan. That's
All right,
Jordan.
we made it
Is
in
it?
time. We answered all the questions.
With 10
correctly.
seconds left.
Um,
Even with Joldemort thrown in there.
Joldemort. That's gonna be my firstborn child's name, Joldemort.
All right, Joey, Joey.
Are you okay? You started off really
He's really
poorly. You
thinking
want to try
about
that one again?
Joldemort.
He can't get Joldemort off of his mind. He's gonna be dreaming
He's
of
gonna
Joldemort.
he's gonna have
Which
like a
is
long
actu-
cloak and he's wearing jorts.
Just like a
Joldemort.
Yeah,
10-cent
Joldemort-
South Park copy of Voldemort. Joldemort.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's honestly
I am
it's
Joe
the
Riddle.
prequel. It's the
Joldemort.
prequel to Harry Potter. It's a romantic comedy. Dreaming of Joldemort,
Dreaming
where
of-
he just wears jorts under his robe.
Toast is like, this is the last time I have your siblings on at one time.
Oh my god. No, it's good. We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Yeah,
Joy.
no, it's okay. Last time we did Bane voices.
Joey, joke, adjourn, banjo, jockey, jowl, journalist.
Oh, he was a jockey. Okay.
Jog,
Oh,
Joanne. Well
and-
done.
I was
Oh,
right with
Joanne!
Joanne. All right.
Right. Good
Journey,
for you.
joint, Johnson.
And I was
Jodhpurs.
Jodhpurs? Are you
Apparently Sora got it.
Wait,
But
yeah. Wow, grats. But also John Keel?
It
Is
wasn't
that John Keel
John
the next
Keel.
one? It wasn't
so
Joldemort.
No.
John Pers is not Jorts. Okay. I thought
was that
Jorts.
for?
Yeah, so Jodhpurs,
14.
a flower similar to daffodil.
John
Apparently,
Purr. And then John Keel was Voldemort, right?
No, yeah. So Jodhpur was the pants for that jockeys wear. John Keel was the flower. Yeah,
Mahjong and then Jordan. All right, y'all. You know, not too bad.
yeah. I mean, that
Still
wasn't bad. Yeah, that's still a passing grade. We did it.
Did we really?
We passed.
Yeah, honestly, we came out after this podcast. We've come out really just on the winning side here. You know, with self-cleaning anuses, ogre cloacas, and Joldemort. I think we really nailed this one.
And
Honestly-
don't forget asserting your dominance with a windmill to
Right.
to
Right.
avoid awkward situations. Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
If you can't do a full
Well,
spin for medical reasons, I feel like it should be appropriate to like do a little bit of the back and forth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In
yeah.
case you have vertigo.
Yeah.
Or asthma.
Oh, well, I mean, anyway. Thank you, Danielle, for being on this episode of the Lightning Boys podcast. I feel it being the very first guest we've ever had on.
Maybe the last.
Yeah.
Honestly, after that one, people are just going to be... I feel like my inbox is going to be absolutely filled with celebrity guests.
I'm glad to pop your podcast cherry.
Thank you. I'm
You're
glad you
welcome.
went with Cherry there. I was worried because of all the P's that the alliteration was going to continue.
Actually,
I
it's not
was-
a podcast. It's a jodcast.
Jodcast.
That's a Jodcast. Yeah.
Yes. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here for the
Joyce.
Lightning Boys Jodcast. But yeah,
It is
tell us,
Josh.
do you wanna?
Josh.
Yeah, perfect. Danielle, do you have any words to say to our listeners and viewers for being on this time?
Thanks, guys. Sora says I set a very high bar. You're absolutely right. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Thank you again, Toast. You wanna bring it home because I tend to drag these out.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, he does.
Follow us on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch. Watch the show. If you don't, you suck and I hate you. That's all.
Fucking
Love you
drag 'em,
all.
dude.
Fuck you, San
Wreck 'em.
Francisco. Good night.
Bye, Joldemort.
Bye, Joel Demore. just for you.